Today's one of those days where I don't know what the frick I want to do. I don't feel like editing for myself. Just the word envy, I guess. Just think it's a beast. Are you serious? What is wrong with people, bro? It's so demonic. Like, you guys are going to hell, bro. Ooh, damn, this looks like gas right here. A backwards plank? Yo, what?
POV, you start doing reverse planks every day and your pelvic tilt vanishes, your stomach looks flatter, and you can finally start feeling your deep core muscles. But what this viral clip doesn't show are the common mistakes that can make this exercise either a complete waste of time or a game changer at reversing the poor postures you get from sitting all day. Let's talk about the science. Now, at first glance, this movement looks simple, but the reverse plank can actually be an excellent counter move to the poor postures many adopt when sitting all day that tighten your hip flexor.
Yeah. It's like I already know all this information. I want something new, dude. 9 to 5 Bales or Baal's domain. Is Baal's domain? Oh my gosh. Hold on, let's look up Baal. Oh my gosh. God just set the path straight for me. I'm gonna learn about the god Baal. Who the frick is Baal? Baal is a title for various deities in ancient Semitic. Alright, I don't know how to say that. Semitic religions worshipped across the Levant and Mediterranean, often associated with storms, fertility, and power. Also known as Baal, is high-ranking demon in occult grimoire. I don't know what that is, man. Nigga.
Grimoire.
Grimoire? Okay, whatever, dude. Grimoires historically linked to Canaanite deity of storms and fertility. Okay, what does that mean? Historical religious origins. Baal originally was a Canaanite and Fion or Foin. Fucking name, man. Why can't I read today, bro? I don't feel like reading today. I do not feel like reading this shit today.
Phoenician.
Phoenician. Okay, Canaanite and Phoenician deity, often associated with storms, rain, fertility, and kingship. Motherfucker, bro. The name Bao means lord or owner, you motherfucker, bro. Leave me alone. Lord or owner. In the northwest Semitic languages, and he was worshipped in various forms across the Levant, Egypt, and Mediterranean. Bao was depicted as a bull or ram, and sometimes as a human. And he was central in myths. He was central in myths like the Bao cycle, where he battled sea and death deities such as Yamu and Mot to ensure fertility and harvests. Worship of Baal occasionally involved controversial practices, including child sacrifice, as condemned in Hebrew Bible. Get the frick out of here. Baal is a demonology. Baal is described as grimoires such as the Leisure of Key of Solomon. I don't know what any of this means, and I'm not even gonna bother reading that. Frick that crap, bro. He is portrayed as a hoarsely voiced king who can grant invincibility, popularity, and knowledge of sciences, and commands legions of spirits, ranking from 6 to 250 depending on the source. Bao's appearance varies. He may take the form of a cat, toad, human, gay, fat, woman, of these sometimes with a spider-like legs, or even as a bull-headed figure reflecting this pagan origins. In some traditions, he is opposed by the angel. So this guy's gay. Ew. Dude, come on. This is so demonic, bro. Just straight demonic. Who the frick is this ugly ass nigga, bro? Genuinely, who is this ugly ass nigga? This is the knowledge of good and evil, y'all. Ooh, damn, nigga. Hold up. Ooh. Ouch. Alright. So Baal is just an ugly ass demonic god, apparently. Oh gosh. What is this guy about to tell us?
If I input analyze the return on investment for Microsoft versus Meta over the last year and save it as a report, a fully formatted analysis appears, built live by Open.
What if I told you that everything you're killing yourself over trying to break into cybersecurity, every cert you're chasing, every hacking tool, every job application, trying to find the perfect roadmap is missing the real point of it all? I spent over trying to find the perfect roadmap is missing the real point. Not knowing what at all. I spent trying to find the perfect roadmap is missing the real point of it all. I spent over 10 years of my life learning the hard way. Years stuck not knowing what to do, whether or not it was going to work out for me. I was broke, living paycheck to paycheck, working retail. I had a wife and 2 kids, chasing a bachelor's degree for, yes, 10 years. And I convinced myself that everyone is just smarter than me. And I still think that. I have a debilitating, I'm not good enough mindset that I struggle with. I'm a cloud security engineer now. I came up through an internal security team at a Fortune 500 company, and I've watched hundreds of people in my Discord, in my YouTube comments, friends of mine repeat the same mistakes that I made, and I still get questions about it. So in the next few minutes, I'm going to explain what cost me over 10 years of my life, so that you don't set yours on fire too.
This is fine.
You need to know less than you think. When I started studying cybersecurity in college, I thought that cybersecurity professionals working in the field, all of them, had their shit together, had every notable port, every hacking methodology, every tactic, technique, and procedure burned into their brain, like some savant who can recollect everything. In classes where we touched on reverse engineering assembly language to C, really fucked up what to expect once I graduated. I went through interviews where I never felt fully prepared. I was half expecting to get exposed as an idiot the second someone asked me a question I knew nothing about. Nobody has it memorized. Not the senior engineer, not the guy who wrote all those detection rules in the sim. What I didn't realize that even when I graduated back in
This has gotta be the video.
So for many of us, our 20s turn into this weird kind of blur where you're working, scrolling, gaming, relaxing, and delaying your real problems, all while being nurtured by your phone and video game addictions, while also seemingly being allergic to breaking out of our comfortable routines. But what if I told you that this mentality and lifestyle has made many of us into sleepwalking, phone-watching, dopamine-addicted, comfort-seeking zombies? Society tells us that we can deal with all our real problems later. Right now you need to find yourself. Here's a bunch of short-term happiness. Don't take your life too seriously. But here's where I'm going to interrupt this little fantasy land. Your 20s need to be filled with voluntary suffering and pain. A lot of people are going to chill way too much in their 20s and have nothing to show for it by 35. I've always wanted a life of freedom where I can do what I want and not answer to anybody. But the problem is that freedom is not free.
Bro, by the way,
That's
OG for playing this freaking Black Ops 2.
the American
I don't know if this is
in
Black.
me.
If this is
Listen to
this
this
is Black
video
Ops
and
2.
you will see. My name is
OG,
Wyler and I have a
absolute
really
OG.
big tree in my yard. Sorry guys, that was bad. My rap career never took off, as you probably guessed, but freedom costs something, and every man pays for it one way or another. So in this video, I want to talk about the 9 things you must sacrifice in your 20s if you want to actually be free in your 30s. These are not
To
things
live is
that you
to
have to put
suffer.
off
To
forever.
survive
I
is
don't want
to
us to
find
become
some
completely
meaning
miserable in our
in the
20s, only
suffering.
partially miserable, but the suffering has a purpose. Join me in my suffering to create a life of freedom. Everybody's got to work for their freedom. Some people pay their
I like
dues
this
early
drive
in their
and ambition
20s,
right here.
and because they pay that price early, they buy themselves some nice options and freedom later. Other people don't. They decide that they're going to be completely free in their 20s and use it as their fun decade.
All right. I don't know what I want to do, y'all boys. We could try. I mean, the CPU isn't being used that much. I want to try. I don't know, something like, let's try video games or something. See how it goes. I know that, you know, I don't want to chill or anything, but like, honestly, God is with me, man. God is with me, and I know that I don't want to go too hard on myself, because I know sometimes when I push myself to go that hard, I'm literally doing meaningless tasks. I end up editing videos that I really don't need to make, and Yeah, maybe I don't know that I need or don't need to make that video, or maybe I don't know how important those videos are in the future or whatnot, but I'm not gonna force an edit out, if that makes sense, because that's what makes the edits look fake. Now let's figure out why the frick. Okay, why is it not installed? I don't know. I guess I should I'm gonna restart my computer real quick.